Yan. So, ito po ang ating Photoshop. Photoshop. If you're using 2023 na Photoshop, it will look like this one. So, ito yung aming 2023 Photoshop version. Pero if you're using Photoshop na lower version, it is okay. Now, when you open your Photoshop, you will notice that all of your recent projects will be here. So, nandito yung mga recent na ginawa mo, nandito yung mga the files that you recently opened. Now, if you want to open a new project, meron ka makikita dito sa left portion mo na tinatawag na new file. So, you just click it. Okay? Yan. So, pagka-click mo ng new file, mamimili ka dito ng size na gagawin mo, size ng file na na-start mo. Okay? So, for me, on this project, siguro I will just use an A4 size. For example, we will create a poster. So, ang gagawin ko lang dito is an A4 size. So, kung hindi mo siya makita dito sa recent items na A4, you can go to these tabs. Meron ka dyang save tabs, photos tabs, print, art and illustrations, web, mobile, and film video. So ako, gagawin ko, since I am using A4 for this project, I will just go to print, print tab, and then hanapin ko lang yung A4. So makikita mo dito, meron kang preset details. So makikita mo dyan yung size ng A4 mo. If you want it to be landscape or portrait, mamimili ka na rin dyan. Also, the file name will be here. So on the file name, I'll just put sample para para madali nating matandaan kung ano yung ginawa natin for this one. Okay? So here I will have a sample. The width will be 210 millimeters. The height will be 297 millimeters. And then the orientation will be portrait. Kasi nga poster yung gagawin natin. So mas magandang nakatayo yung pinaka-poster natin. And then the resolution will be 300. Now, the color mode, pag pinindot mo yung color mode, there are a lot of color modes na magpipilian. Pero I want you to remember two things lang when it comes to color mode. So first, you remember RGB color and CMYK color. Okay, dalawa lang yan gusto kong tandaan. Bitmap grayscale, wag niyo muna siyang pansinin. Love color, wag niyo muna pansinin. Ang intindihin nyo lang is the RGB color and the CMYK color. Okay? Now, Sir King, what's the difference between RGB color and CMYK color? RGB color, kapag ang project na gagawin nyo, kapag ang gagawin yung material is for screen. So for example, TV screen, monitor, pang mobile, pang graphics, you use RGB color. Okay? So for example, gagawa ka ng Facebook post. So you use RGB color. But if you're using or if you will print yung inyong project, gagamit kayo ng printer, you use CMYK color. Okay? So malinaw. Kapag yung iyong project ay nasa screen lang, it is RGB color. Pero kapag ipiprint mo, you use CMYK color. Okay po? So that is the color modes that we are talking about here. Now for us, since we are creating a poster, siguro we'll stick with RGB color. And then once you're done, wag mo nang pansinin yung ibang nakalagay dyan. Once you're done, you click create. Okay? So, okay po. Sana malinaw. Malinaw sa atin yon. So, RGB pag poster, pag nasa screen. CMYK kapag nasa print. Okay? Sige. Give me a thumbs up if nakapag-open na ng bagong file. Yeah. So while we are waiting for the others, I'll just check the Facebook. Yan, may isang viewer tayo sa ating Facebook page. Okay. Yan. Oh, good. So once you open your file, meron ka dito makikita white part. So white part is our main activity or main project area. Pero I will discuss na lang kung ano yung mga nakikita nyo dito sa paligid ng Photoshop natin. Okay? So, yan. So, sa paligid ng ating Photoshop, you will notice that there will be the toolbar on the left side. So, meron ka dyang toolbar na nasa left. Okay? So, ito. Meron ka dyang main project area. yung kung saan ka gagawa ng mismong project mo. And on the right side, you have there the panels. So meron ka dyan different na panels na makita. Now, siguro, iba yung inyong interface dito, pero let's just stick to these panels na nandito. Okay? So, maaaring iba yung nasa inyo, iba yung look sa akin, pero yun yung basic na parts niya. You have the toolbar on the left, you have the main project area on the center, and you have your panels on the right. So, yun yung pagkasunod-sunod natin. So, yun lang yung tatandaan natin later pag nag-start na tayo with our project. Okay po? Now, let us begin with our project by opening a file. So, in my case, I will open a file na nakasave na dito sa aking computer. Yun na lang yung medyo paglalaroan ko na file. Para kahit paano, hindi na ako kukuha sa internet. So, I'll just go to file and then go to open. So, file and open para makapag-open ka ng pinaka-file na gusto mong gamitin. So, I'll just look for a file that I have here. Hanap lang ako, siguro sa aking folder na lang. Yeah. Hanap tayo dito ng magandang picture na pwede kong gamitin. Ito. Okay. Yeah. So this is my portrait. Picture ko to. If you want to zoom in your Photoshop, you can use Control and then you have a plus minus sign dyan sa taas ng keyboard nyo. So you can use that. If you're using laptop and your laptop has a capability of pinching, pwede nyo naman pong gamitin yung pinching to zoom. Yan. So, ito ang gagamitin natin picture para sa ating project for today. So, ako to. Picture ko. Okay? So, if you're using Mac, the control for the zooming in is Command plus or Command minus. But if you cannot find the plus and minus sign on your keyboard, dito sa ating toolbox sa left side, meron ka dyan sa pinakailalim na tinatawag na zoom tool. Ito, yung parang magnifying glass. Yung magnifying glass sa baba. Wait, I'll just annotate para makita ng lahat. Okay, so, yan. So, kung nahihirapan kang hanapin yung pinaka-zoom ng iyong laptop, meron tayo ditong zoom tool sa ating toolbox. Ito. Okay, so the red mark icon. So, nandiyan yung ating zoom tool. So, pag ginamit mo yan, pag ginamit natin itong zoom tool dyan, pwede ka ngayon mag-plus, and then go here on top, you can have it minus. Okay? So, sana malinaw. Kasi dun pa lang, sa navigation, medyo madami-dami kailangan natin tanda. Yung zoom na tinatawag. Okay? Now, let's just clear our drawing here. Okay. So, now that you opened your picture, meron ka ng picture dyan na naka-open. Let's deep dive kung ano ba yung mga nasa toolbox natin para mas madali nating manavigate mamaya. Okay? Now, for this first part of our project, I want you to remember the first four na tools natin sa toolbox. So, first four. So, you have here the first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. Okay? So, yung apat lang na yan ang gusto kong i-focus ninyo at para makita nyo kung ano yung difference nila. So, knowing that four parts can basically guide you through Photoshop. So, pag alam mo yung apat na yan, kaya mo nang gamitin si Photoshop ng madali. Okay? So, mamaya papakita ko kung paano natin gagamitin tong apat na to. Pero I'll just indicate here itong apat na tools na to. So, we have here the Move tool, which is the first part of our first icon on our toolbox. The shortcut for Move tool is letter V. We have the Marquee tool. Okay. The Marquee tool shortcut is letter M on your keyboard. We have the Lasso tool. The shortcut for that is letter L. And we have the Quick Selection tool. The shortcut for that is letter W for the magic wand. Okay? So, yung apat na yan, ang gusto kong matandaan nyo muna. Okay? So, wag muna kayo mag-focus ng doon sa ibang parts or sa ibang sa ibang tools na nasa toolbox natin, yung 4 lang na muna yan. Okay? So, malinaw po. Yan. So, let's start with the move tool. So, kay move tool, from the word itself, move, ang ginagawa nito is to move a certain part of our image. Okay? So, for example, you have your image here. Yan. Okay? You click the move tool, which is on the toolbox, and you try to move this image, may makikita kayong notif dito. Sabi dito, the current selected layer is a background layer. You cannot move a background layer or change its stacking order, blending mode, or opacity. However, you can convert it to normal layer. Okay? Ibig sabihin yan, when you open a picture, hindi mo pwedeng galawin yung picture na yon kasi nakalock siya as a background layer. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, just click cancel this one. Cancel lang. And then, punta tayo dito sa panel, sa baba, or panel sa right, may nakasulat na background. Meron ka dyan makikita na may nakasulat na background. Yan. May nakasulat na background dun sa right side. Again, we have a right side ha, dito sa panel natin on the right side. So, here on the right side, may makikita ka dyan nakasulat na background. Okay? Now here, ang gagawin mo lang, you double click the layer na may nakasulat na background. Double click. Okay? May makikita ka ditong new layer. Just click OK. Hanggang yung background na word, mapalitan siya ng layer 0. Okay? So the background na word, mapapalitan siya ng layer 0. Okay? So that's the goal. So from there, yan. Okay? So from there, we can now move our picture. So that's the purpose of move tool. So para magalaw mo siya. Mamaya, pag transfer na natin to dun sa ating sample na ginawa kanina, makikita nyo yung purpose pa ni move tool. Okay? Now, if you will look at here on top of our toolbox dito sa ating menu, may makikita kayo dito control na, or meron kayo makikitang option dito na show transform controls. Okay? So, in default, meron dyan sa inyo, siguro on your case, naka-uncheck yan. Pero meron naman sa iba sa inyo, naka-check yan. Ang ibig sabihin yan, ito ang nakikita yung squares dito. Okay, pag walang lumalabas na panel, you can use F7 for your panel. Or, wait, okay, or you can go to window. You can go to window. And then, ang pinaka-importante lang na gusto kong makita nyo dyan, go to window, and then go to layers. Okay, so you have your window and you have layers. Okay, but sabi nga ni Sir Roland sa comment, you can use panels, F7 lang yung shortcut key natin. Okay, so yan. Now, going back, here in our picture, so ating transform controls, pag naka-show yan, pwede natin siyang ma-resize. Okay? So, pwede natin ma-resize yung image natin using our move tool. So, aside from moving your object, pwede natin siyang gamitin to resize our image. Okay? So, that's the purpose of our move tool. Okay? Now, next. So, you have your move tool. So, gagamitin natin yan mamaya. Pakitandaan, that's the first icon on our toolbox. Yung parang naka-cross na may arrow. That's our move tool. Okay? The shortcut key for our move tool here is letter V. So, kung medyo tinatamad ka maghanap, pwede mong gamitin yung letter V on your keyboard. Next, let's go to our marquee tool. So our marquee tool, ginagamit natin siya to select a certain portion of our image. So for example, gusto kong makuha lang yung pinakamukha ko dun sa image na sinelect ko. So I can click the marquee tool on the toolbox and I can click and drag it. Okay? So click and drag it, may makikita kayong parang parang broken line na gumagalaw. Okay, tingnan natin. Zoom tayo konti para makita ng lahat. So you can have there the broken line na gumagalaw. So we call this as marching ants. So this one indicates the portion that you have selected. So yan, no? Para siyang gumagalaw na langgam kasi. So the portion that you have selected, yan yung inyong selection na ginamit yung marquee tool. Oops, nawala. Okay? So that's the purpose of marquee tool. Now, Sir King, okay, nakaselect na ako ng image. Ano ngayon yung pwede kong gawin using that image? Okay? Na-select ko na yung face ko, ano ngayon yung pwede kong gawin? Now, pwede mong gawin, pwede mong ilipat yung inyong face, okay? Or you can use Command C. If you're using Mac, that is Command C, Command V. But if you're using Windows, it is Control C, Control V. So Control C ka, and then punta ka dun sa sample na file mo dito sa taas, may makikita ka sample, which is what we created earlier. And then pag pinaste mo, ang mag-paste lang is yung sinelect using the marquee tool. Okay? So that is your marquee. Okay po? So, yun yung purpose niyan. So, we will select a certain portion of an image, and then pwede mo siyang galawin, pwede mo siyang i-move, pwede mo siyang i-enhance, pwede mo i-edit. So, later makikita nyo kung ano pa yung pwede natin gawin using the marquee tool. But for now, let's just use it to select our image. Okay? Now, if you want to cancel your selection, kung gusto mong umulit ng selection or you want to deselect yung pinili mo, pwede mong gawin is you Control D or Command D on your keyboard. Command D or Control D on keyboard means deselect. Okay? Lagay ko dito para makita natin. Gawin na natin tong notepad, yung screen natin. So Control plus D, or if you're using Mac, it is Command plus D. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin nito is deselect. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung sinelect mo, using your marquee tool, tatanggalin niya lang yung selection na yun. So, for example, I'm selecting the face. Okay? And then I use Control D, mawawala yung selection. Okay? So, nandiyan yung ating deselect. Now, the purpose of marquee tool is to select a certain portion of our image na merong definite shape. Ano mga definite shape? You have square, you have circle, you may define the shape. So for example, kung ayoko na square dito, I can use a marquee tool called elliptical marquee tool para naman sa circular. So to activate this, ang gagawin ko lang, I'll just long press the marquee tool dito sa aking toolbox. Long press ko lang yan, and then I will use elliptical marquee tool. So compared to the marquee tool earlier, ito naman, ang selection niya is circle. Okay, or oval. So that is the elliptical marquee tool. Now, katulad din ng marquee tool kanina na rectangular, pwede mo siyang gamitin. Ganyan. Okay, so pag kinopy-paste ko yan, Control C, and then Control V, so I'll just deselect it. Yan. So circle naman yung mapipaste ko dito. Di ba? Pwede siyang profile pic sa Facebook. Okay? So that's the difference. So to activate the different kinds of marquee tool, you just long press the marquee tool icon dito sa toolbox, and then nandyan yung option natin. Okay po? Yan. Okay? So that is your marquee tool. Now, Sir King, what if I want na hindi square? Gusto ko itong picture ko, ano siya, yung pinaka-image ko talaga. Ayoko ng square, ayoko ng circle. Paano ko siya gagamitin? Now, that's the use of what we call the lasso tool. So the keyboard shortcut for our lasso tool is letter L. So the purpose of lasso tool is the same with marquee tool. Isa-select mo yung certain portion ng image, okay? And then pwede mo siyang i-enhance, pwede mo siyang i-edit. Okay? So let's try. So using the lasso tool, if you long press the lasso tool, meron kang three kinds of lasso tool. You have the lasso tool, you have the polygonal lasso tool, and you have the magnetic lasso. Okay, so tatlong kind yan. So let's start with the lasso tool first. So ang lasso tool, ang gagawin lang natin dito, kunyari isa-select ko yung aking figure dito sa image na inopen ko. So ang gagawin ko lang, I'll just choose a starting point. Siguro sa akin, ang starting point dito lang sa baba. So, I'll just click it. Okay. Click. Oops, wait lang. Okay. So, pagka-click mo, ang gagawin mo, you click and drag the mouse. And pag kinlik and drag mo yung mouse, makikita mo na merong line na mabubuo doon sa iyong image. Nakikita nyo? Napapansin nyo, guys? So, you have there the line itself. Now, eto, kailangan dito may precise control yung iyong hands. Kasi, you are clicking and dragging. Kung gumagamit ka ng trackpad, medyo mahirap. Kung gumagamit ka ng mouse, kailangan may control ka doon sa mouse itself. Kasi kailangan mo i-select yung buong figure mo eh. Diba? So, for example, yan yung figure ko. Oops. So, mapansin nyo, if medyo pasmado ka, medyo mahihirapan ka with lasso tool. Yeah. So, kunyari, yan yung ating image. Tinitrace ko lang siya. By the way, I'm using a laptop. So, imagine niyo na lang kung paano ko ginagawa siya using a trackpad. So, dalawang kamay siya. And then, once you're done, kapag na-select mo na yung portion ng image mo, you can simply go back to the starting point and release. Okay? Papapansin mo, your marching ants is surrounding your image. Okay? Now, if I'll try to zoom in, remember yung zoom natin kanina? If I'll try to zoom in, hindi siya pantay or hindi niya nakuha yung buong image ko. Meron siyang mga portion na hindi nakuha. So, ang gagawin ko lang, I'll just go back to lasso tool and then dito sa taas, makikita ko dyan na meron ditong, wait, mag-annotate ulit tayo so that everyone can see. Clear lang ako ng drawings. Okay? So, dito, may makikita ka ditong icon. So, I want you to remember this icon. Itong pangalawang icon natin. Yan. So, this icon is our, yan. This one is our add to selection. So, kunwari, hindi na-select itong portion na to. So, pwede kong gawin, I'll just go back to lasso tool, click this add selection, and then pwede ko siyang i-trace ulit. So, wala ko dyan na circle. Ayan. So, nadagdag na siya. So, I can go back to the things na hindi na-select, hindi carefully selected, like this one, and then I'll just create a circle or close figure para masama siya dun sa pinaka-selection natin. Okay? So, ito, kunyari, sa balikat. Yan. But if you want to subtract, meron katabi itong add selection na minus selection naman or subtract from selection, pwede naman gawin yan na subtract. So, pwedeng dito, piliin mo lang yung sobra na hindi mo kakailanganin. And yan. So, nagets natin yung purpose ni lasso tool. So, kung si Marquee tool, ginagamit natin siya for definite shape na object, si lasso tool, ginagamit natin siya for objects na hindi definite yung shape. So, pwedeng shape ng tao, shape ng aso, or anything. Okay? So, kunwari, yan na yung selection mo using lasso tool. You can simply copy-paste it. So, Control-C. Then, punta lang ako dito sa sample poster natin. Just delete it, and then Control-V. So, ito na yung selection natin using the lasso tool. Okay? Yan. Okay? Now, Sir King, meron bang dalawang uri ng lasso tool? Ano yung purpose nun? So, let's discuss kung ano yung dalawang uri pa ng lasso tool na makikita. So, sabi ko kanina, when you long press, deselect ko lang to. Oh, sorry. Okay. Deselect ko lang to, yung aking image. And then, if you long press the lasso tool, meron ka makikita dyan polygonal lasso tool. So, try natin. Si polygonal lasso tool naman, compared to the lasso tool na kailangan may control ka, dito, gumagawa siya ng straight line. So, dito, instead of click and dragging it, you just click it to the points you want to add. Okay, so that's the difference. So, kunwari meron kang polygon na gustong gawin, so instead of using the lasso tool, so pwede mong gamitin to polygonal. Okay, so yan. So, para ka lang gumagawa ng certain shape or certain polygon. Okay, so you have there. So, ang kailangan mo lang, if you're using lasso tool, you just go back to the starting point. So, kung nag-start ka, dito sa point na to, kailangan paikutan mo yung pinaka-image. Okay? So, yan siya. Now, this is the polygonal lasso tool. So, makikita niyo, there are certain points na pwede kang mag-click. Meron din tayong tinatawag na, escape tayo dyan, na magnetic lasso tool. Okay? Si magnetic lasso tool, compared to the lasso tool earlier, and the polygonal lasso tool, ito, ang gagawin mo lang, you just click, you know, just click a starting point, and then, ang gagawin mo lang, you just move your mouse, move mo lang yung mouse mo, so naka-isang click lang ako, and then minumove ko lang yung mouse ko, and then automatic, yung inyong lasso tool, dinedetect niya yung pinaka-subject. Okay? Pwede ka pa rin mag-click dyan. Pwede mo pa rin i-click yung area na gusto mong i-select niya. Pero madali lang yung buhay mo dito compared to the lasso tool. Kasi, i-move mo lang yung mouse mo and then automatic niya nang sineselect yung pinaka-edge ng image. Now, hindi to 100% accurate kasi kung meron siyang katabing image like a window or a door, possible na maling galaw mo lang, maselect niya yung window or door na yon. Okay? So, yan. So, pwede mo siyang i-select ng ganyan. Then, balik ka lang dun sa starting point. And then, yan. So, if you want to copy it, Control-C. And then, go back here. Oops. Go back here. You can Control-V. Yan. So, yan na yung face. So, pwede ko tong lakihan using Move Tool. Using the Transform Controls. Pwede ko yung lakihan. Pwede ko lagay dito. Tadan! Di ba? Meron ka ng bubble head na nandito sa iyong image. Okay? So, get the difference? So, you have the lasso tool. Then, kanina, in-explain na rin natin si marquee tool. And then, in-explain na rin natin si move tool. Okay? So, gets natin, ha? So, we have here move tool. And then, the last, hindi naman last, pero next tool na gagamitin natin ay ang ating quick selection tool. Yan. So, ito yung quick selection tool natin. Pang-apat na icon on top of, from the top of our toolbox. Okay? So, just escape here, Command D. Ano naman tong quick selection tool? So, si quick selection tool, when you long press the tool on the toolbox, may makikita kayo diyang iba't ibang iba't ibang option. So, you have the magic wand tool, you have the quick selection tool, and you have the object selection tool. So, let's try muna yung object selection tool. So, sa object selection tool, ang gagawin niya, pag click mo, kunyari, ako yung object dito sa picture na to. So, when I click myself here, it will just load. Yan. So, gantay lang tayo ng konti. Okay. So, medyo pag sa akin on my end, kaya siya na medyo naghahang, it's because marami nakabukas sa akin. So, in your end, try nyo lang. So, yan. Kunwari yan. So, mangyayari dyan, automatic niyang isa-select kung sino yung object doon sa picture mo. In our case, since my picture, ako lang naman yung object dyan, pwede itong building, syempre. Ako lang naman yung main object, so pwede niyang iselect na. Okay? So, from there, I can simply copy, then I can simply paste. Yan. So, mas malinis yung naging result niya kasi automatic dinedetect na ni Photoshop yung pinaka-subject. Now, take note of this. If you're using an older version of Photoshop, maaring walang ganito yung inyong version. Okay? Kasi if you're using PS7, PS3, sobrang luma na no? If you're using CS, yan. Wala siyang gantong feature. Okay? Modern, newer versions lang ni Photoshop yung merong gantong feature. So, you have there. Okay? Merong tinatawag na object selection tool. Now, if your Photoshop has a quick selection tool, you can use that naman. Kahit wala kayong object selection tool, pwede nyo gamitin yung quick selection tool. So, paano ginagamit ang quick selection tool? So, using this one, may makikita kayo na brush doon sa ating option, sa ating area, sa ating project area. So, ang gagawin mo lang, you just select, okay? And then, automatic niyang sineselect yung pinaka-image. So, ang gagawin mo lang, you just click and drag your mouse, and then automatic niyang isa-select to. Okay? Yan. So, mapansin nyo, hindi mo na kailangan i-work around yung iyong subject. Ang gagawin mo lang, you just use this as a brush and then ang tawag dito, i-brush off mo lang yung pinaka-subject. And then automatic niya nang pipiliin. But take note, depende yan sa quality ng picture mo, depende pa rin yan kung maayos yung selection niya. For example, eto, zoom in tayo dito. So for example, itong portion na to, na-select niya yung halaman dyan. Okay, possible kasi na yung resolution ng picture ko medyo malabo, kaya hindi niya perfectly na-select yung subject. So ang gagawin ko lang, pupunta lang ako ulit dito sa taas, and then I will just choose yung minus sign naman na brush. So meron ka ditong plus sign, meron ka rin ditong naka-minus sign. So ang gagawin mo lang, you just click that, okay, and then bawasan mo lang yung iyong brush dito. Okay, so meron kang brush dyan. You just lower it, the brush size, para ma-erase yung hindi dapat dun sa image. Okay, so kunwari, dito, okay naman, try natin i-scan. Meron bang hindi dapat? Ito, kunwari, sa taas. So dahil naka-minus yan, I'll just brush this and then i-minus nyo na dun sa pinaka-subject ko. Okay? Now, you can use it also nabaliktad naman. So, pwede naman para siyang idadagdag mo naman sa selection. Okay? So, if you want to add it on the selection, so ang gagawin ko lang, ito, kunwari sa bag ko, I'll just go here on the plus sign, okay, and then idadagdag ko lang. Ganun. Okay? So, yan. Minus kapag sobra, plus kapag, okay? And then I can simply copy this. Since na-select na siya, I can simply copy and then I can simply paste it. Which is, yan din naman. Yan. Sige, paste na lang natin para makita nyo yung difference. Okay? Now, all of these three tools, it's up to you kung ano yung gusto nyong gamitin to copy and paste a certain portion of your image or a certain portion of your image para gamitin sa inyong pag-edit ng photos. So, it's up to you. Kung mas komportable ka sa quick selection, mas komportable ka sa object selection, mas komportable ka sa lasso tool, it's up to you. So, these tools are readily available for you in different occasions. So kung ano yung kailangan mo for that day or kailangan mo for that project, you can use that. Okay? So depende na sa'yo kung saan ka komportable. For example, ako, minsan hindi ko ginagamit yung object selection kasi hindi kaya ng computer ko. Ginagamit ko lasso tool. Okay lang yon. Minsan, ayoko na ng lasso tool. Gusto ko marquee tool kasi square lang naman yung pipiliin ko or circle lang naman yung pipiliin ko. Okay lang naman. So, nagigets nyo? So, these selection tools are available for you to use. So, bahala ka kung paano mo siya gagamitin. Okay? And then lastly, you have Magic Wand tool. So, si Magic Wand tool is like quick selection, pero ang pinipili niya balik tayo dito sa picture natin, is yung mga areas na parehas halos ng color. So, for example, itong sky, so pwede niya i-select yan. Okay? Kunyari, yung t-shirt ko, pwede niya i-select. Now, since merong mga magkakalapit na kulay dyan, like itong dark green and then yung shirt ko is black, so medyo magkalapit yung kulay. Kaya yun automatic yung pinipili niya. Okay. For me, dati, nung bata-bata ako, nung nagsisimula ako sa Photoshop, ang hilig ko kay Magic Wand. Kasi nga, di ba, click ka lang, select. Pero, yung mga medyo hindi ganun um, ano na color, medyo malawak yung color, hindi mo pwede gamitin si Magic Wand kasi mahirapan ka. Di ba? Now, saan ko siya ginagamit noon? Siguro share ko na lang. Noon, ginagamit ko si Magic Wand kapag nag edit ng picture. So, open lang ako kunwari ng picture. na gusto ko tanggalan ng background. Okay, hanap lang ako dito sa aking, ito, for example, itong ginawa namin 2x2 picture. Ito ba? Ayan na lang, para mas malinaw. Okay. So, kunwari, ito yung picture ko. Ito yung purpose ko before ng paggamit ko ng Magic Wand 2. So, ito, since yung background kalimitan ng mga gantong picture ay, tag dito, white lang naman. So, I can use Magic Wand, select the background. Okay? And then, pag select ko ng background, I will just go here on select, dito sa pinakataas, and I will inverse. So, mangyayari, instead the background, dahil in-inverse ko na, instead yung background yung na-select, ako na ngayon yung naging selection. Kasi nga, in-inverse ko eh. Okay, and then I'll copy this, and then paste. Pwede ko na siyang gamitin. Pwede kong tanggal na yung background ko. Okay, so yun yung ginagawa ko dati. Nung, na-gets ko kung ano yung purpose ni Magic Wand. Ginagamit ko siya pang tanggal ng background. Pero nowadays, since it is more, tawag dito, mas madali na yung mga tools ni Photoshop para sa atin gamitin. You can use any tool that you want. Okay? Now, for example, I'll just deselect this. Sige nga, Jo, konting recap. Ano nga yung, shortcut natin ng ating, okay, so ano nga yung shortcut ng deselect para matandaan? Ano yung keyboard shortcut natin? Pakilagay nga. Okay, Command D if you're using MacBook, Control D if you're using Windows. Okay, so pakitandaan. So for example, kaya gagawa tayo ng profile pic using this picture. I think ito ata yung nasa email ko, pero sige. Kunyari, gagawa tayo ng profile pic. Ikaw lang yung nakikita dito and gusto mo colored yung background. Paano mo siya gagawin using our selection tools? Di ba? So first, you can use lasso tool to select your image. Pero, sabi ko nga kanina, mas madali if you use quick selection or the object selection. Di ba? So, pwede yon. Now, if you're using modern or the newer version of Photoshop, meron kang option dyan to select the subject. So, ang gagawin mo lang, punta ka lang sa any selection tool, marquee, lasso, or magic wand, or quick selection. And then, punta ka lang sa select menu, select tab, dito sa taas, and then may makikita ka dyang subject. So, ang gagawin mo lang, you just click subject, and then automatic, using AI, i-detect niya kung sino yung subject dun sa photo mo. So, yan. So, I just use select and then subject, napili na yung pinaka-subject sa photo ko. And then, ang gagawin kong sunod dyan, here on the layers panel, kunyari nga, gagawin kong profile pic, no? So, here on the layers panel, I'll just go here, okay, on the layers panel, and then I'll just Control-C, Control-V. Okay? Anong napansin nyo? Nung nag-Control-C, Control-V ako, napansin nyo that the layers panel, nadagdagan siya ng isa, which is the layer 1 and layer, okay? And this is the layer 1. So from the layer 0, nag-select ako, nag-Control-C and Control-V ako, nagkaroon ako ng another layer. Now, in Photoshop, ang layer po, ginagamit natin siya, imagine niyo na para siyang blank, ano ba yung tawag doon? Acetate. If you're familiar with acetate, di ba yung acetate, para lang siyang clear? So, kunwari, meron kang object dyan, and then you have your acetate. Ano nangyayari is, pag meron kang background, and you put another layer, para ka lang naglalagay ng acetate na merong object. So, para lang siya magkapatong ng ganun. Okay? So, ganun yung purpose ng layers natin. Okay? So, for example, maglagay ako dito ng text sa image natin. So, yeah, medyo ano lang yan, medyo So, for example, maglalagay ako ng text. Sabihin natin king. Then, I'll just turn it into 100, siguro, medyo mataas kasi yung resolution, 572. So, mapapansin nyo, so don't focus on the text muna. Mapapansin nyo, on the layer panel on the right, makikita nyo, madadagdagan siya ng layer, which is the text. Now, if I try to move this text, again, I'm not showing you muna kung ano yung text ha. Pinapakita ko lang sa inyo yung principle ng layers so that you will know. So, here, kapag nilagay ko yun ng ganyan, since the text layer or the king layer is yung nasa top ng photo ko, natatabunan niya. Tama? Pero, if I'll try to bring this down. So I'll drag this papunta dun sa second part. Ano napansin nyo? Yung picture ko ngayon yung nasa taas. Bakit? Kasi on the layer panel, yung picture ko, yung nasa first one, then followed by the text, followed by the background. So, nagets nyo? So, layer panel, para ka nagpapatong-patong. Imagine nyo, para ka nag-graham. Di ba? So, para ka nagpapatong-patong ng objects on your picture. So, using the layers, pwede mong iba-ibahin yung position ng layers para makapag-create ka ng mas magandang image at mas magandang pag-edit. So that's the purpose of layers. Okay, so remember ha. So for example, I have here the layer. Sige, dagdag ko na yung pangalan ko since gagawin ko naman siyang profile pic. Okay, so for example, this is my name here. Eh gusto ko parang plain background lang yung pinaka background ko. Ayoko na may building, ayoko na may halaman, gusto ko plain background lang. Paano ko gagawin yon? Now, I can use the shape tool here. So, saan ba yung shape tool natin? Clear lang natin. Yan. Okay. So, I'll just use the shape tool. So, itong shape tool, ito siya. And then, ito yung text natin. Okay. So, lagay lang natin dito para hindi tayo malito. Here, we have the text tool. The keyboard shortcut for that is letter T. And then, we have the shape tool. So, sa shape tool, marami tayo dyang version. Pwede kang mag-rectangular, pwede kang mag-circular, pwede kang mag-polygon. So, maraming kang options. Okay, but yan lang yung tandaan nyo. So, the text tool and the shape tool. Now, for example, lalagyan ko ng background or lalagyan ko na ng certain color yung pinaka-background ng image ko. So, zoom out lang ako dito. Zoom out lang natin yung image. Yan. Okay? Now, remember, kanina, sinelect ko yung image ko, Control-C and Control-V. So, automatic, meron ako ditong layer, yan, meron ako ditong layer na ako lang yun nandyan. Kasi yan yung selection ko kanina. So, yan. So, yan. To turn on and turn off nga pala the layers, you just click this eye icon. So, yan, para makita mo kung ano yung visible layer, ano yung hidden layer. So, yan yung ginagamit natin. So, for example, ayoko makita tong background. Hide ko lang siya. Okay? So, for example, ang gagawin ko, lalagyan ko siya ng plain background with color. Pumunta lang ako sa aking shape tool. Siguro, lagyan ko lang siya ng rectangular tool. And then, using here, on the layers, gawa lang ako dito ng rectangle sa main image ko. Yan. Okay? Papansin nyo, on the layer panel, nadagdagan naman tayo ng another layer, which is the rectangle layer. Kasi yun yung nilagay kong tool dito. Okay? So, yun yung nilagay kong tool. So, nandyan yung so, yan yung pinaka-shape na nilagay niya dun sa pinaka-layer mo. Now, to change the color of the shapes, dito sa taas, may makikita ka ditong fill. Okay? So, ang gagawin mo lang, you just need to select the color of the fill. Siguro gawin ko siyang blue. Okay? Yan. Now, question. Sir King, bakit hindi nakikita yung image or yung pinaka-selection ko kanina? Okay? So, bakit hindi siya nakikita? Kasi, yan, yung Tagalog daw patong-patong na slide, sabi ni Sir Ann. Sabi Sir Roland, select subject. Yan. Okay. Medyo active ang ating group, ang ating chat. Pero, bakit hindi siya nakikita? It's because of the layers. So, kailangan natin i-drag, click, and drag our layers para malagay siya dun sa pinaka-ilalim. So, I'll just use this. I'll just use our move tool to resize. You know. Ganito yung mga nakikita kong profile picture sa LinkedIn eh. Yung mga professional na LinkedIn, ganito yung mga profile picture, yung colored lang. Yan. Okay, so gawin natin siyang ganyan. And then, once you're done, just click enter dun sa iyong selection tool. Sa iyong move tool, let's click enter. O, diba? So, meron kang background na ganyan. So, meron kang colored background with your picture. Now, if you want to have your name, siguro lagay mo yan dyan on the layers sa taas. Pero pangit, diba? Okay. So, for example, ayaw mo nitong layer na to. Sir King, ayoko na pa pangalan. Gusto ko picture ko lang. Kasi ang ganda-ganda ko eh. Gusto ko picture ko lang yun nandyan. Paano ko i-delete tong layer na to? So on our layer panel, you will see there that there's a trash can. Clear ko lang yung ating drawing sa para malinaw. So there's a trash can here. Okay, so just click that to delete the certain layer. Okay, so nawala na yung layer na yon, hindi mo naman siya makikita on your picture. Okay? Yan. Now, Sir King, I want my picture to be black and white. Gusto ko black and white yung effect kasi yun yung peg ng mga ano nakikita ko online sa TikTok at sa LinkedIn eh. Yung profile picture nila black and white as colored background. Paano ko siya gagawin? So, ang gagawin mo is using the layers, click mo muna yung layer na gusto mong i-edit, which is our case yung picture. So, click mo lang yan. And then go to image, and then go to adjustments. Okay, image and then adjustments. Now here, pwede kang mamili ng certain levels or certain settings of that image. But remember, kung ano yung nakaselect na layer dito sa kanan, yun lang yung kanyang i-edit. Okay? So go to image, go to adjustment. For example, you want to change the brightness of that image. Okay, so pwede mo siyang i-scroll yung iyong brightness and contrast. If you want to change the adjustment when it comes to levels or color balance or hue and saturation, pwede mo rin yung i-select. If you want your picture to be black and white, you can select their black and white. So pwede mong baguhin yung yellows, yung reds, yung greens, like that. Yan. Then the settings will be like that. Diba? So, pwede mo siyang gawin using our adjustments. So, just go to image and then adjustments again. Pero itong adjustments na to, maganda tong ituro kapag medyo alam mo na yung basic. Pero ngayon, since we are studying basics, I want you to explore na lang it later on. So, pag mamaya, kapag after this session, at may time tayo, you can explore other tools on our toolbox. Also, you can explore other things here. Para kahit paano, you will know kung ano yung mga things to remember on our Photoshop. But I think that's it for this session. So naturo ko sa inyo, recap lang tayo kung ano yung mga na-discuss natin. So we discussed that we have 5 tools that we have discussed. 5, parang 6 naman. Okay? Na pwede mong gamitin on your project. So knowing these 6 tools, hindi naman automatic, pero makakagawa ka na ng simple project like this. So for example, you have here your move tool. Diba? Ginagamit natin siya to move things around our area. Okay? So pwede mong baguhin yung position, pwede mong baguhin yung sizing niya. Now, underneath the move tool, you will have there your marquee tool. Marquee tool, pwede kang mamili o certain portion of your image, square or elliptical. Next, you have a lasso tool. So on your lasso tool, nandiyan naman nakaselect yung pinaka certain portion ng image pa din, pero indefinite yung shape niya. Also, you have there your selection tools like quick selection, object selection, and magic wand para mas mabilis yung pag-select mo ng object. Okay? Also, na-discuss na rin natin si text tool. So, you use that to to add text, and also the shape tool to use that to add the shape. Okay? Also, we've discussed kung ano yung purpose ng layers at para nag-work yung layers natin. So, remember that your layers, this is what you see. Kung ano yung nasa taas, this is what you see. At kung ano yung nasa ilalim, yun yung nakatago pagdating sa layering mo. Okay? Now, I think this is all the things that you need to know about the basics of Photoshop. Okay? Marami pang kailangan malaman when it comes to Photoshop. Pero I think using these tools, you can start a simple project, you can start a newbie project para sa inyong. So thank you very much. If you learned so much, can you give us a heart? Yan, patingin naman ng mga heart react natin dyan. So maraming salamat po sa pag-attend on our Photoshop Zero training for today. And I hope you will apply it later on our future na projects nyo. Okay. Now, for those who attended this webinar and you want to have your certificate, so I will post a link na lang doon sa ating I will post a link na lang doon sa ating group, okay, doon sa Photoshop Zero group kung paano kayo makakakuha ng certificate, okay? So kung paano nyo siya makukuha, so you just log in there and then I'll just post something na siguro I'll just post na link ng Google Forms where you can sign up. Now, for me to verify if you're here sa Google Meet na to, may mga nagli-leave na ba? Yan. Para ma-verify ko kung umattend ka dito sa ating Google Meet, sa ating Zoom ngayon, so I will just type a code dito sa ating chat box. Okay? So I'll just type a code here sa chat box natin. Kindly copy-paste the code. And then gagamitin nyo ito to claim or to para dun sa inyong Google Forms na gagawin dun sa claiming of certificate. Okay? Okay? So ito po yung code na gagamitin natin for claiming your certificate. Nakita na po ba ng lahat? So if you're attending our webinar right now on Zoom, yan. So makikita mo na agad yung code natin. Okay, so paki-copy. And then once you're done copying, maraming salamat po sa pag-attend on our Photoshop training, Photoshop Zero free training for today. I hope you learned a lot. Sobrang iksi lang ng ating Photoshop training. Pero rest assured that if you apply it on your project, makakagawa kayo ng simple projects. Okay? So maraming salamat po. This has been Sir King Andaya, the head of Design Camp PH. Maraming salamat sa pag-attend hanggang sa muli, hanggang sa muling pag-attend sa aming mga trainings. Bye everyone. Have a good weekend. Have a good Saturday. Kita-kita tayo ulit sa next training namin. Bye!